Hi everyone, this is Denise at Something Beautiful Handcrafts, and I'm here to show you how to ply from a center pull ball. I'm outside in my yard, and hopefully it won't get too noisy out here. The first most important thing about plying from a center pull ball is to make sure that your center pull ball is wound correctly. So you want to make sure you have nice, good, even tension on the ball as you wind it so that it doesn't implode from the inside or tangle up as you begin to ply. I have the bobbin down there on a lazy cape, and since I'm winding like on a chair, completely unorthodox, I'm just adding a little extra tension with my hand here. It's a good idea too to put tension on the bobbin. Okay, so you might ask yourself, why doesn't anybody fly from a center pull ball? And there are there's some answers.
And the first immediate reason is because they don't have enough bobbins. When I originally got the Luette, I only had the 3 bobbins, and for some wheels, bobbins aren't really cheap. So I would, load 2 of them, and then I would ply onto the third one. Once I start spinning pounds and pounds of fiber in the interest of moving fast, I would rather load the bobbins up and ply a different way. So then I started center pull plying. That way I could put all my fiber on the 3 and then ply from there. Okay, so I broke my own rule here. I was plying so fast that I got a little tangle, so I need to fix this before I start. This will be a problem for me. Okay, there we go. So we got that. I'm going to stick that down here. It's something I'm going to have to deal with later. Okay, so that is out of the way. All right, the second reason is I don't have to worry about my bobbins matching. Now, some people, they like amazingly load, 100% of their fiber. Like they load the bobbins evenly. That's what I'm trying to say. So that when they get to the end of the bobbin and they're plying, they don't have any leftovers. And that person is not me. I have leftovers, and I want to avoid leftovers. Like people are like, "Oh, we can just use leftover for something else," and I'm like, I just want to avoid them. Whatever it is I spun, the 4 ounces that I spun, I want that 4 ounces. Oh, there we go. So, in order to keep from having any leftovers, it's easier to apply from a center pull ball. Now, there are some caveats when it comes to applying from a center pull ball. Did I get that right? Yeah, there we go. Gotta adjust my brake band. When you apply from a center pull ball, you have one ply. Remember, you spin it all in one direction, and you're supposed to be plying it all in one direction, but actually, one of the sides you're plying from is turning in a different direction than the other side. So it's possible for you to have an unbalanced twist as you ply from the center pull ball. So you kind of have to keep that in mind. It may skew your yarn. So just be careful. Quite carefully. Okay, so taking into consideration what fiber I am spinning, I'm going to make sure that I am plying tight enough for the Angora. All right, now here's what I do with my center pull ball, which I didn't realize now you can't see. instead of moving the camera, I'm going to move the wheel. That's actually a lot easier. Okay, so I have my center pull ball like this. The part that's coming out of the center, I'm holding my thumb over top of that, okay? Or the other finger, and I'm holding it down. So that the ply, or the side I should say, there we go. The one with that's coming from the outside of the ball. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. See, this is why I didn't go live. The one that's coming from the outside of the ball, I'm lifting my thumb and my hand as it comes around. And the one that's underneath, that's coming from the inside, I've got a finger in just to keep it from coming out. And I am pulling the ball away from me in kind of like an away motion. I am actually constantly moving the ball. Okay, see how my thumb is on there, and the thumb is lifting up to allow that yarn to come around. And the center pull is just coming out. I almost want to say that the center pull is self-feeding. And that the outside is being tensioned by my hand. I think that's kind of how I want to describe it. Let me see. Yeah, that's really how I want to describe it. The center pull is self-feeding, and I am tensioning the one that's coming from around the outside of the ball by my hand, because what's happening is the center pull is coming out with a different speed and tension than the one on the outside. On the outside, there's almost no tension. It's coming smoothly from the outside of the ball. If you've ever knit from a center pull ball, you know that sometimes you have to yank the yarn out from the center, even the machine ones. So it's under a little bit of tension. You have to put under a little bit of tension in that center pull. And in order to get the outside to have the same amount of tension, I have to tension it myself. Okay, there we go. So if you don't tension that, you're going to wind up with this one looser than the other one. Your yarn will coil instead of ply. So this is nice and ply, not coiled. I have to kind of pay attention to it too. So I'm going to continue this motion like this. You can kind of see it in the camera. Try not to get it out of camera frame. And I'm just going to spin. And this probably would take, maybe half an hour, 45 minutes. I take more time with Angora. I would be going up quite a bit faster with some of the other fibers. But I take a bit of time with Angora. And so this will probably take about half an hour, 45 minutes. I'm just going to spin. And what I'm going to do is record. And when I edit, I'm going to speed it up. And if I feel like I have to say anything else, it won't be in real time. I'm going to add some more tension to this so I can get a better uptake. So as I get to the end of the ball, basically I've got it inside my entire hand, and I'm just kind of working it. And you know when you get to that spot, because you know you're trying to do it the other way and you just can't. So I just put my whole hand in there, just kind of work that. Okay, like I said, it's all about keeping the tension consistent, and that's it. Keep the tension consistent all the way to the end, and then I just take my scissors and snip, and it's all set. All right, I'll be moving on to the pattern I plan on using and knitting this guy up. Um, I may or may not full it before I knit. There's a lot of factors that depends on, but a lot of times I don't. All right, take care. Have a great day.
Hi everybody, this is Denise of Something Beautiful Handcrafts, and I just want to show you how to ply for a center pole ball. Because firstly, the most important thing. Hi everyone, this is Denise at